Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool, and welcome back to more Baldur's Gate 3. We'll be continuing where we left off, still exploring this Thiefling village before we head down to check on the druids and see if they do have a cure for us. Who do we have in here?
Yes, of course.
Zevlor. Hello again.
Have you spoken to Korga?
I have not. Not yet, I'm not your messenger. I want to discuss something else. No, just not yet.
Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble. For all of us.
And you?
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Can't guarantee I will journey with you. Those book piles aren't real. Cool. There are a lot of books here that I'm going to read. In fact, the greatest joy of my life hasn't been acting, but becoming. When you choose a character to play, you don't just wear a mask, you take a little of their soul for your own. Whoever you are, in your heart of hearts, changes, if only by the faintest mote. Front and center, a thespian's memoir. We've got a map.
Accurate, we are in Eltergard. Baldur's Gate is some ways still.
Neat. An aging map of Eltergard and its surroundings.
Travel won't be easy.
Trying to listen to what they're saying. An aging map of Eltergard and its surroundings. The cities of Baldur's Gate and Elturel are both marked, but it's the wilderness in between that's covered in notes, symbols, and ciphers. The freshest ink marks pictographs of goblins and gnolls, shown gathering in the forests and hills nearby. This map is accurate. We're in Elturgard. Baldur's Gate is still some ways. Gnolls and goblins marked on the map. Travel won't be easy. Okay. Traveler's Guide to Baldur's Gate. Did I read that one already? No, I have not. Variety is the blood of the city itself. For better or worse, the devoted will find a place to worship. The dedicated will find work to be done. And let it be fully understood by any who wish to visit, the criminal enterprises in Baldur's Gate thrive as heartily as the rest. On the origins of Zhentarim.
Commander!
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now.
An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Eosefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Daenir for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, or God's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. But perhaps greater still, their monopoly as the continent's largest private army, the true achievement of modern Zhentarim, is in the sanitized image they present to the world. Viewed by most as an efficient, if unscrupulous, mercenary organization, few would guess at the Black Network's dark origin as a cult dedicated to the dark god Bane, once bent towards bringing all peoples to heel beneath his creed of tyranny and domination. Many among their ranks scoff when confronted with this fact, citing overblown conspiracies and reassuring me that only gods to whom the Zhentarim give worship today are the twin deities Prophet and Power. This is not to say the organization has entirely shed its dark side, however. Alongside their clenched fist of their military, another hand works from the shadows to ensure that the network prospers even in peacetime. For just as vital as the movement of troops is the movement of goods, legal or otherwise, and there is no border or market that is ever truly closed to one bearing the seal of the Black Network. What? Okay. People were talking, but didn't show up. Is there anything else for me to check out? Another book here. The Devil You Know, an autobiography. Have you ever had a god change your blood? It is a horrifying thing, even for those who may desire it. Yet few tieflings wish for Asmodeus to claim their bodies, only to be given no choice in the matter. It is not as if we were well loved before the Archdevil's gambit. Our people have always struggled against the notion of devilkin, as if a single drop of infernal ichor inescapably corrupts. How amusing, when so many others willingly sell their souls to fiends, yet their culture as a whole escapes the blame. But what method can we redeem ourselves? By what method can we redeem ourselves when the crime is not ours? I would drive a blade into every warlock that aided Asmodeus' damned ritual, but personal vengeance cannot undo the will of a god, much less one as slippery as the Lord of Lies. Whenever every passerby thinks you're a thief and a heretic, it is deeply tempting to become one. The only thing that has stopped me is knowing Asmodeus wants nothing more than for all of us to fall from grace. That is true. People automatically assume the worst about tieflings, and because of that, tieflings naturally do a lot of terrible things, because
The watch or the flaming fist?
if
Pardon?
everyone assumes the worst from you, why bother trying?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the watch.
What do we have up here?
Be a mercenary.
More lootables. Always a fun time. Rotten tomatoes. You should clean the rotten food out of your storage. It's not good. Those would all be stealing. And that is nothing. And no books. Where does this ladder go? I'm assuming up to where Lae'zel was exploring. Yes. Cool. Well, we don't need to be here. I suppose I could have just jumped down that cliff, though we would have taken fallen damage. So probably better to have gone this route. Well, that's everything up here explored. So let's start making our way down to the druids. Just keeping an eye out in case someone new has shown up in an area I've already explored. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna see if I can get that perception check to go off, because I'm certain that was a thing. But apparently not. Alright, Donnie, what's your story?
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Are you alright? I see. Anything else on your mind?
He's still staring right past you.
Turn around to see what he's looking at.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
It's interesting how this game handles checks always being done by our main character, whoever it is that we're interacting with. Because playing D&D, if this child was trying to sneak away from us, as he's just done, just because I didn't see it, I'd have perception checks from the rest of the party. Or, if the GM chooses to have only a single person do the check, then it would be done by the person with the highest perception, which is definitely not Varric. So, it's odd how they've chosen in this game to make it so checks are only rolled by one character, whoever's currently active. Metallic gloves, are those good for anyone? Saving throws +1. They're medium armor, so I can't wear them, but I think either of these two could. We'll give them to Lae'zel because... Hello? Did it... Do I have to put it in her inventory first? That's awkward. Yeah. Because she's up front all the time. Shadowheart may be in the back sometimes. I don't need your tongs. That is not stealing, but it is locked.
Well, hello.
So, you can take this one, Astarion. I just love these giant lists of bonuses. Plus 9 to 12 on a DC 15. Perfect. $26. Not bad.
No time to rest.
Potion of Mind Reading. I think I can cast that spell regardless. Oh, we forgot to have Gale cast Longstrider on us. Give me a moment to take care of that.
How much farther can I go?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Join me.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
I don't know, Lae'zel.
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Oh. Level up on Gale. Might as well level you up while we're here. So obviously going to be a wizard. We still got him necromancy, which I don't know if that was necessarily the right choice, but doesn't particularly matter because he's going to rarely get used. Are there any other rituals that I would want him to cast? Arcane Lock, Blindness, Blur, Cloud of Daggers, Crown of Madness, Darkness, Dark Vision, Detect Thoughts. Detect Thoughts is pretty powerful. Is that on self, though? Does it specify? It doesn't. I don't like how vague they are compared to D&D. D&D is very clear about the targets of who your spells are for. Also, clearly stating what's a ritual. Detect Thoughts is a ritual, I'm pretty certain, but it's not showing up here. It doesn't show up on these spells ever until you're actually going to cast them, which I think was a poor choice of theirs. Melf's Acid Arrow, Magic Weapon to get a +1. Knock, Invisibility, Hold Person, Wind, Flaming Sphere. Flaming Sphere is pretty cool. Enlarge, Reduce, Mirror Image, Misty Step. Phantasmal Force is also can be cool. What would I want? Maybe Web. And Scorching Ray is always good. And then for your prepared spells, grab both of those. You don't have Magic Missile prepared. Magic Missile over Witch Bolt. There you go. Not that I'm going to use you.
Lost in thought.
Besides just to cast spells. So, yeah, we can see Longstrider here as a ritual spell, but it just doesn't show up when you're choosing the spells. So, as it stands, cast it on me, then cast it on Lae'zel. Go over here. Does it change if I cast with a second level slot? I'm guessing it doesn't. Oh, affect an additional target. I mean, I'm casting as a ritual, so doesn't particularly matter. Starion. And then over here with Shadowheart. There we go.
Let's get going.
Back with ourselves.
Find a way forward.
We'll go here to Lae'zel and put her back in the team.
Speak.
Join me.
Full up. Dismiss someone first.
Yeah, Gale's not coming with us.
Ready for battle.
And put you second because you're my frontline fighter, but I still want myself first for no reason besides feels right. Alright, minor detour. Hey, Donnie's back. Anything further you want to say? Inside, where the hells did you disappear to before? That'll work. Again, inside's not my favorite. Would be better if someone else was inciting.
Watching his hands, you realize he's miming opening something.
Persuasion. Is it a chest, a door? Can you show me where it is? Or detect thoughts? We'll ask first before just invading his thoughts. Friends. I'm leery to use that because I think that is, in fact, what got them upset. Which, I forgot, we're playing on Tactician. Which it does flat out say that target might accuse you of enchanting them. So I never got attacked in my earlier attempts because I was playing on the default, balanced difficulty. Interesting. Advantage is a lot riskier to use then. By advantage, I mean friends, of course.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hey, thanks for showing me the door. Hello? Huh.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Alright. So we now know where this concealed hatch is. We'll hold off on going down there for a bit. Hey, Sylphie.
Again? Oh, hi.
Hi.
I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that.
So, what's your side of the business?
What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
Uh-huh. I 100% believe you. Mattis.
Whoa, hey. Can't say I've ever seen someone like you before.
Finally, someone comments on us being a Dragonborn.
Go on, take this ring. It's lucky.
Alright.
Call it heads or tails.
Just pocket the ring. Heads.
Heads it is.
That was barely a
See?
flip.
That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Sorcerer, if there was magic in this ring, I'd have felt it. It's nothing but junk. Harsh, but I'm definitely doing it. I'm not an easy mark.
Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings.
Yeah, you just know how to flip a
I'm
coin.
Trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have.
Insight check? No? Sounds like a scam. Sounds like a scam.
I don't know what you mean.
Come on, this is a Tinker's Trash scam, a clumsy one. Anyone could see that this was a modified War Widow scam. Did I choose the charlatan background? I think if this was based on my background, it would say, but I kind of think I was leaning that way, and I can't remember if that's what I chose. Anyone could see there's a modified War Widow scam.
The hell it is? You can't do that one with rings. It has to be with bracelets because... Oh, damn.
No, please, go on.
Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not?
Know when I'm keeping the ring? Sure. Here's your ring, let's
I
trade.
knew it. Hang on.
Do you have anything of value?
That's what I got.
Oh, failed perception. That's probably gonna come back to bite me. Thieves' tools. We could take more. I don't think I have a ton of them. Tools only break on an unsuccessful attempt. We're successful usually. Harbell's Guide to Distractions. Can I just read this? No, I'd have to buy it first, of course. Bunch of dyes that I don't care about. And then random food. Nah. And I kind of want to buy this just so I can read it. Why not? And your rings. Ring of being really invisible. This ring is missing its gem. Or perhaps it's just very invisible. Ring of infinite wishes. The exterior of this ring is roughly carved with nonsensical runes. Ring of resistance to ants. A glob of tree sap studded with dead ants occupies the space where the ring's stone once sat. Ring of Lekinesis. A small pebble swings from a length of fishing line tied to this copper ring. I don't know that word, so I don't get the reference. Yeah. Whoa, that's worth a lot of money. Anyway, I got your book. I'll read it in a moment.
You bought something. Most everybody says it looks like junk and moves on.
I just want to support a young businessman.
Oh, you have. You definitely have. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You realize your bag feels light.
Yeah.
You were just robbed.
I'm guessing that's what your friend's job is, and not as a guard. How much was taken? Do I know? The fact they gave me 3 perception checks on that, I don't see it telling me how much was taken. Well, we saw him running down this way.
That might be worth a look. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
I'm wondering if I was playing a halfling or a gnome, if I could get in there. Hey, Silky, I want to talk to you. I don't mean to be rude, but not a fan of thieves.
Hello again.
I've been robbed. You're the guard. See anything suspicious?
Me? Suspicious? No?
You know any thieves around here? Tell me the truth or I'll feed you to a bear. I can't do that right after chewing out the other guy for threatening a child. Do you know of any thieves around here?
No, I sure don't. But, I'll go ask my boss for you. Right now.
Okay.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff?
No. Have you taken something that doesn't belong to you?
Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit.
Then I'll get my answers out of her.
You bet. Good luck, pal.
I'm guessing she's not gonna help. Boss of some thief kids. Probably not gonna be super friendly with giving back what was stolen. Let's check out my inventory. How much gold do I have? I still have 700 gold. I don't know how much I had before though. Oh, and we also bought that book, so I might as well read it. A comprehensive and practical guide to the craft of stage magic called Terrible's Guide to Distractions. Creased pages indicate a much-read excerpt entitling Making Money with Magic. The wise magician knows never to perform for free. Too many already rush to call our craft cheap or second-rate, and point to arch-wizards as true masters of the arcane. Indeed, should any of those fine personages ever descend from their lofty towers to catch a show, they too think to lecture the humble practitioners on matters of the art. The wise magician nods, smiles, and gently reminds such luminaries that true magic does not derive from staffs, grimoires, or very fine hats, but from hard work and persistence to the craft. This ought to inspire a response of such animated and gesticulated proportions that your assistant will have ample time to rifle through overburdened pockets. Thus, the wise magician demonstrates the importance of a good distraction, and the arch-wizard learns a valuable lesson in humility. Good stuff. Big underground cave, and we're looking for Mole. We did help a child. Hopefully Mole will thank us for that. We'll read that book in a moment. Hi there, Sylphie.
Oh. Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
Yeah, but you're the one who stole from me. I mean, I don't know that for certain, but I know that. The guild, Hidden Rulers of Baldur's Gate. I would like to learn what I can about Baldur's Gate before we get there. book's central argument is encapsulated in a chapter devoted to Rilsa Rael, Guild Kingpin of Little Kalimshan. In another time and another place, Rilsa Rael would be celebrated as a revolutionary. In Baldur's Gate, in her own lifetime, she's known as a crime lord, a kingpin of the guild, ruling over the city within a city that is the district of Little Kalimshan. Rilsa's story began when she was orphaned at a young age. Her father was hanged by the Flaming Fist for sheltering his fugitive brother. Soon after, her mother was denounced by the jealous wife of a patriarch and imprisoned in the sea tower where she perished. Alone in the world, she had learned two valuable lessons. When the law is corrupt, it is necessary for those without the support of its enforcers to act outside it. And when the law is brutal, it is an ethical duty to act against it. Operating from within the Callum Jewel Emporium, Vrilsa knows the value of everything and everyone that moves through Baldur's Gate. She controls a wide network of agents who observe and track the exchange of goods and information as closely as any merchant or politician. But secondhand knowledge is cheap. Rilsa's real trick is to draw those with secrets to share directly into her orbit. At her Garden of Whispers, information can be shared with the guild anonymously. Anyone with a grudge to bear or a competitor to bring low, that is to say, anyone of importance, can ensure that the whole city knows their grievance. It is said that if somebody speaks of your weak spot in the garden at dawn, you can expect to find a knife buried in that exact spot before night falls. That assumes that people will immediately act on whatever secrets you share, which seems not a guarantee. Zaki.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
I find that hard to believe. Fables of Faerun 3, The Enticing Elder. At some point we'll run out of these miscellaneous books, then I won't be reading them all. There was once two sisters, one a great fighter and one a great cleric, who longed for new adventure. I shall skewer an elder brain upon my sword, cried the fighter, to the Underdark. I wish to know the secrets of the brain's powers, said the cleric. Let us be off. In the recesses of the deep, the sisters slew darklings and darrow, bugbears and bullets. The two reached an illithid colony when the fourth 10-day passed. Their quest would soon be complete. With great effort, they felled half a dozen mind flayers and soon reached the elder brain's lair. It rose from the brine pool at the center of its chamber, flanked by illithids. The brain didn't speak aloud, but the sisters could hear it in their minds. I am called Chaos. Why have you come? I will make your power my own, called the cleric. I will crush you and bring an end to your tyranny, said the fighter. The brain hovered in silence. A moment later, a burst of psionic energy shook the chamber, and the sisters lay dead. Good luck, Chaos replied. The illithids feasted heartily that day. Some of those creatures they mentioned, I mean, a bunch of illithids is no joke. Bugbears, not terribly difficult, but bullets are pretty powerful. So, yeah. Thieves' Stash. Let's talk to Mole before we steal from her. That seems like the correct way to handle this.
You're blocking my light.
Sorry?
Oh, I remember you. You're the one who helped me get away.
Yes.
You want something? Were you just here to stare at my forehead?
Stare at his forehead. Tell me the truth. That adventurer's locket, do you have it? You need to learn some manners, I think. I'll ask. He's not going to answer. Adventurer's locket, do you have it?
Look, if I had it, would I tell you?
No.
This entire conversation is a waste of our time, don't you think? Now find yourself a maze and get lost. I'm busy.
Huh. Alright. Hey, Mole. Nope. Get over here, Mole.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. And I hear you have a problem. A few things are missing from your pack. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I heard you help Melly with that locket. I owe you for that.
Happy to help. Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know. You'd better keep these kids in check. They won't get off so lightly forever. Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Not really. Yes, you're taking advantage during bad times. There are words for folks like that. I'm not your father. Do as you please.
Didn't need your permission, but fine.
Thought you might need help with something. I'm shy a few of my belongings. One of your associates robbed me.
Sure. Sylphie probably grabbed them by mistake. Here you go. Won't happen again. And to make sure none of the kids on the job outside mess with you, show them this.
I'm not joining your little criminal gang. I'll copy the gesture. Oh, I will try to copy the gesture. Intelligence isn't my strong suit. And I will definitely take that guidance. Oh, but DC 5. Surely I can't botch this. Oh, I botched it. Oh, come on, man. Roll again. We still have 3 inspiration. DC 5. Reminds me of a time playing D&D where I made a joke that anyone could climb a knotted rope, and I think rolled a nat 1 and fell down it. Good times.
You got it. Now, we done here or what?
Thought you might need help with a little help with something.
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge.
Oh.
I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. An idol? What do you do with something like that? I could help you get it, but my time's valuable to me. See what I can do, count me out, I'm not getting involved. Why would you want an idol?
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
Yeah, I don't think stealing a major idol from a group of druids is gonna turn out well for me. Sorry, not getting involved in that one.
Figures. Don't think you've got the stones for the job anyhow. Anything else?
I'm just smart. What do you have to trade? Found our belongings. So I think I was at 699. So they took 35 gold off me. Not a big deal. But yeah, still don't need to buy anything.
Anything else?
No, thanks for your time. But now we are on friendly terms. And therefore hopefully won't get stolen from. I think this is the way out through the hole, which doesn't particularly help us. Where was the proper exit? Up here? Up here. Come on, guys. Fun little detour.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hell spawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Yeah. Commoners should not be threatening druids. Level 3 druid, and you're level 1 commoners. It's not gonna work out for you.
Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear. I could try.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Oh, what happened? Why are the druids holding your daughter? You need to be careful, that bear would have torn you to shreds. Both true. But why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Breaking into druid chambers to steal a sacred relic. Oh, she sounds like fun.
She's just a child. The druids are overreacting. I'll talk to them. You got your work cut out for you. Not my problem. Like you said, it's your fault. You should have tried It's your fault. You should have tried parenting her. Harsh. Thieves deserve to be punished. It's as simple as that. I mean, there's definitely different directions we could go with varying levels of harshness. But she's a child. I'll talk to him.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
What about you guys? What's your story?
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Yep.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
Yeah, I mean, they have a point of wanting to protect their grove because it's definitely seems like the druids have been here longer. This is their area. You guys are refugees here. But they could have handled it nicer. Presumably that's our idol that everyone wants us to steal just to stop their ritual.
I could take one of the guards.
Well, hello, you guys.
Yes, I see. And is that...
I'm not intimidated by you.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back.
If it weren't for me, you'd be run over by goblins by now. I'll go where I please. Why? What's so special down here? I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by? Ignore them and proceed. If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins. I'll go where I please.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Yeah. As I said, I go where I please. Volo. There's a D&D book about Volo. I'm assuming this is the same individual.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
You're a bard, aren't you? Fine, ask your questions. There's no overstating my disinterest. I have no time for questions. Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You
They
search your mind,
were goblins.
successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Interesting. Common variety goblins, led by Lasher, flanked by Buyagas. They were goblins, same as all the others, lowly and vile. Give an exact description. Goblins hardly, they were shapeshifted devas. No. Although it's possible that he wants me to sell up the event so they can write a better tale. But I'll give him an exact description. Maybe that's what he's looking for.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
I'm assuming that's not what I
And
told
the
him.
dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Huh. Dragon. There wasn't any dragon. Heh, it was brass, no doubt about it. I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly? Dragonborn, a brass or silver dragon would die 1,000,000 deaths before allying with goblins. I mean, there's truth to that. The metallic dragons are usually good versus the chromatic dragons that are evil. So, more likely to be, say, the red or, you know, that sort. Draconic bloodline. There's dragon blood in my veins. I'd know if one of my forebears had been there. Which do I want to go with? Definitely one of these two. I mean, there's something to be said for going along with him. Yeah, brass or silver dragon would die 1,000,000 deaths before allying with goblins.
Witnesses noticed red dragon marching at rear. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
So, Red Dragon is actually believable because we know the Githyanki were around with the Red Dragon, and looking through the telescope we saw a Red Dragon. Definitely wasn't helping them with the fight, but it's not completely made up. Yes, they call that the name like a war cry. I don't think so. I was concentrating on not dying. They probably did. I can't say with for certain, but we know the goblin that was captured here certainly worshipped the Absolute.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed.
Do you know anything about the Absolute? That's what I want to know.
A captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal.
Goblin superstitious, not worth ink and parchment. No, that is actually interesting. If large numbers of goblins are leaving their main god for a new god, that is definitely something to at least take note of. So we'll hold our tongue.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
You're going to the goblin camp? I mean, good luck. Be careful, goblins aren't known for mercy. Wait, about our conversation earlier, why the dragon? What brought you to the wilds in the first place? Yeah, what brought you here?
Why, goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really.
About our conversation earlier, why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Fair enough.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
I could drink my speak with animal potion to get more information from the bear, but I'm not going to. Bucket of fish that's not stealing. 1.5 fish. Sure. Scribbled note. Keep away from Tuffet. She's lazy enough as is. Are you Tuffet? No, you're Bosk. And with that, we're going to call that the end of the episode. I hope you all join me next time as we explore this grove. There are several paths that lead off that we'll want to check out as well to see where they go. And see what there is to see in this grove before we finally go and talk to Kaga. But I will see you next time with that.